Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
I love the free Brian Branch stuff. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of. Can we admit it's kind? KG, can we admit it's kind of funny? Like the whole somehow people are trying to turn Brian Branch into the victim, right?
Sean, you gotta free my dog, man. You gotta free my dog Brian Branch out of the clink, man. He got locked up wrongfully. We do not agree with it, and we want justice. Okay, we want justice.
Listen, I hope they rescind the suspension. That would be great.
Yeah, good luck with that, though.
Good luck with that. Yeah, right. You know, maybe just say, hey, you know what? We'll take your game check, but you need to be back. I hope that's the case. I do. But it's just kind of funny. Some of the stuff that you see on social media is just kind of. Look, yes.
Lions fans gonna stick up for their guys, though. Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
I get it.
Once again, it couldn't have happened to a better person, but I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
I know.
Come on.
I know. I don't agree with it either. I mean, he did the crime. He got to do the time.
That's exactly it.
It's just one of those things, man.
Yeah, learn from it. Don't do it again. Pick your spot. That isn't the spot. But listen. Free Brian Branch, man. I got my fist up in solidarity. I am there. I'm with you. Let's get him back, all right?
You're an ally, as they say.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. You're an ally.
Morning, guys. Do you think A.J. Hinch was like in the full fetal position some point in time during the Dodgers game last night?
Probably. I can see it.
Watching Yamamoto go the distance, the first complete game, since 2017?
That's insane when you really think about it. That just shows you that this game of baseball being played today is not the baseball that we came up with, the baseball that we know.
So Maz isn't here, so we can get away with talking about this. Although I almost got a confession from him last night that Dodgers are going to be there again. Just set your watch to it, man. Ho-hum their way through the regular season.
Try to tell people.
Oh no, what will we do, KG? Boy, it looks like the Dodgers are tailing off.
Oh, no. They had a struggle in the regular season. Oh, no. They got all that star power, bro. It was almost impossible for them, one, to not make the playoffs, but two, to not perform in the playoffs. They have a murderer's row of hitting and now pitching. You see Yamamoto, another Japanese stud that they just have that have access to. Is crazy, man. But the Dodgers, they are full bred for a repeat.
Dude, like ho-hum, we meandered our way through 93 wins. I feel sorry for a franchise like the Milwaukee Brewers. I do.
Why?
Can I tell you why?
Sure.
They didn't have a snowball's chance in hell in this series.
And everybody knew it.
Didn't have a snowball's chance in hell, KG.
This is what happens when you take the Tigers approach.
Yep.
And Milwaukee, they technically did.
Where's that bell? Where's that bell? Find me that damn bell. Find me that. Thank you.
I got you. But no, this is what happens when you take the Tigers approach, and they did it a little bit better than what we did it. But everybody knew that is not a sustainable like product to be able to do in the playoffs. The small ball, money ball style of baseball has yet to yield results. And I know we still got a whole series to play. But come on now, who really thinks that the Brewers are gonna up and beat the Dodgers? You'll be hard pressed.
Listen, what a fantastic run this franchise has been on. They have a really great fan base. It's a really cool park. I've been fortunate to be there the last couple years. I'm serious. Milwaukee blew my mind. All that stuff. It's the feel good story. It's fire Moneyball on, right? Yay, okay, but. I don't know if people remember this. Moneyball didn't win with the A's.
He did not.
And Tampa, remember how Tampa changed the way things were run in baseball? They took it next level, right?
Yeah.
Their general manager took off and went to L.A., where he's throwing cash out like Oprah. Right?
You get a deal. You get a deal.
You get $100 million. You get $100 million. And honestly, I know people don't want to hear this. This is Major League Baseball today, all right? You don't got a chance if you operate that way. Sorry. So I don't know what to tell you. You don't got a chance. You're going to have a cute season.
Right.
Ooh, I do. Little Viking fans, you're going to have a cute season. You might win a series or two, right? But eventually you're going to run into one of these machines, and they just have more bodies than you.
The only hope for teams like the Brewers and like the Tigers is that they implement that salary cap pretty soon.
Oh, it's coming.
That might be your only shot.
You know, you're a big baseball fan. Honest to goodness, KG, I don't think the average fan understands that baseball's version of Armageddon is coming.
Yeah.
I think 2027 is going to be Armageddon for baseball.
I can see it.
I really, truly do. You know, I always go back to the NHL had a couple of stoppages, right? Mm-hmm. But they really put their foot down. The owners said after the 2004 season, we are not operating like this anymore. Not we can't operate like this. Not this isn't a good idea. Not this is this really isn't sustainable. It was we are not operating like this anymore.
Yeah.
They made a whole season go away. A whole season go away. It's still deplorable to me, okay? As a hockey fan, it had to happen.
Yeah.
I didn't like it then. I don't like getting it off my chest now. And I think we're heading to something like that with baseball.
With the NHL, was it as top heavy without the salary cap as it is kind of in baseball right now?
Not to the crazy extremes. Not to the you know what, where you have $300 million payroll versus $50 million payroll. Not to the extremes, but yeah, it was pretty bad, and it was funny. And you would never hear our owner say this, KG, but the funniest thing about it, I remember talking to people, and people would say something along the lines of, well, maybe you shouldn't put a hockey franchise in Arizona, which you're not wrong, and the NHL finally admitted.
Right.
Maybe you shouldn't put a hockey franchise in Tampa. Maybe you shouldn't put a hockey franchise in Carolina. And I would just go, okay, well, you have a point, but do you know an original six historic franchise like the Detroit Red Wings lost money? Are you aware of that? They lost money. Like the Detroit Red Wings, two years removed from an unbelievable team, a team that won the Stanley Cup, legitimately lost money.
That's crazy.
And it's funny because you know what owners were saying, and I get it. You know what people do? It's easy to go against the gazillionaire. I get it. I totally get it. But I know I told you this. I had an owner say to me, I don't mind losing money. Now, I want you to think about that.
Okay.
I don't mind losing money. Hey, JB, do you like losing money?
No.
KG, what about you?
Not a chance in hell.
I don't like losing money, okay? Really and truly, an owner told me with his own mouth, I don't like losing money. I just don't want to bleed money.
Makes sense.
That's reasonable, right?
Yeah.
That's fair.
You gonna take losses as an owner. I mean,
Right.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly
it's
it.
part of the game.
It's okay. Yeah, cool. I'll lose some money. I just don't want to bleed it. So something had to be done. And I don't know where it ends with baseball, but I'm sure you guys have heard, and certain players, what was it, Bryce Harper that had the meltdown? There was a prominent.
It was Bryce.
Yeah, damn salary cap. There's going to be no.
He cussed out Rob Manfred in the locker room. It was crazy.
You guys, you better start getting prepared.
That might be the only shot for the Tigers. I ain't gonna hold you. Do you think that'll help them if they implement a salary cap? 1 gazillion percent. Because then what that does, if Scott Harris is the smart guy that many people think he is, that's a more level playing field. Now, I'm sure they're not going to do a low number. You're still going to see discrepancy, but it's not going to be 300 million to, I don't know, 60 million or some of the shit that you see now. You can't compete with that. No, it's an arms race. I've often called it an arms race, but Do you think the players will go for that, though?
Never.
Like, how much power does the Players Association have in terms of MLB?
Never. And that's why I'm saying I think it'll be. Gosh, I hope I'm wrong. I bet it's a scenario like what you saw.
We getting a lockout
with the NHL. Yeah,
we're gonna get a lockout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Baseball hasn't had a lockout since when? Like the 90s, right?
Yeah, right. Was it 95?
Yeah, I believe.
Was that the last one?
I believe so.
Yeah, because you missed you ended the 94 season and then they came in late in 95. Mm-hmm. I think that was it.
Yeah, we'll have to fact check.
Hey, you know what? Like KG. All jokes aside, though, this is a scenario where you'll hear terms like cost certainty. That will be certainty. Yeah, that'll be a buzzword in the next year. I don't think that the average person knows that that's coming. I really truly don't.
Yeah.
And we'll see. We'll see. Everybody said that what happened in '94. They just said, we're not gonna have the World Series this year. We're done. Everybody said that was, that was going to be the end of baseball, and it was a hit. But within a couple of years, everybody was dialed into Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was dialed in. To people
era.
that were around back then, all of a sudden it was like, okay, everybody tapped in. Is tonight the night that he gets 60? Ooh, who's going to win this race between Sammy? Two roided up dudes,
They were cutting in live news reports.
True story.
About the home run.
True story.
Yeah.
True.
I remember. I'm old enough to remember that.
Yeah, true story. So we'll wait and see how it goes. Mariners up 2-0, host the Jays tonight. So
does that soften the blow of the Tigers' loss, seeing that the Mariners are up right now?
My son said the same thing last night.
Yeah.
He goes, Dad, am I a cheesy fan to say, well, at least we lost to the team that is going to represent? It looks like the AL champion, right?
Yeah,
it does.
It looks that way.
I think so. That we took him. I mean, I don't feel better about it, but maybe when I look back, it'd be like, wow, look, 15 innings. I don't know. I don't want to.
It still doesn't feel great.
I don't.
15, and then once it got into extras, you kind of knew as a fan, like, all right, how much longer can the Tigers hold this shit up?
Feel the exact same way.
Like the whole
honest
time.
to God.
I wanted them to win as much as anybody.
I swear to you, that was my.
But once it got past 11, then it got to 12. I'm like, bro, they do not got the horses to continue this.
My son was mad at me. He was probably like some of the people in the chat that were mad at us last week. KG. Yeah. My son was mad at me because in emotion. I was like, they're not winning this game. And he's like, you can leave the room. Like all right, I'll leave the room in my own house. All right.
Excuse yourself.
See ya. All right, later. I'll check out today. But you know what? You shut up. I didn't want to be that guy.
Right.
But like I told him afterwards, like the next day, I was like, kid, we just don't have the depth.
Yeah.
Like we don't have the depth. The longer that game went,
you knew it was bad.
Right.
And then I love to say, okay, let's use up Scooble to 9 innings. Let's do all this. Once you get to the ALCS, then what? Your rotations would have been completely jacked up. It would have been a mess, man, trying to compete with Toronto. But I get where fans are coming from because you look at what's happening to them right now, and maybe that could have been the Tigers, maybe.
Yeah.
But I did not see it. I didn't see it.
Thank you, JB, for this. Are you ready for some happy, KG?
Oh, of course.
Barring something happening, McNeil is playing this week.
Who
was that from Doc?
That's from the Doc.
All right, Doc, you're outstanding.
Shout out.
And by the way, the expectation is the Lions will learn the fate of Brian Branch late this afternoon.
Okay.
All right, I guess DC was on the flagship, so Doc sent out some tweets. So thanks for that, Doc. Appreciate you.
Prayers out to Brian Branch, man. Free my dog.
So we're on the Brian Branch watch party list
right.
now. Like,
pretty much.
Just keep an updates on what happened until like midnight.
Pretty much.
Oh, dude.
He's probably gonna miss this game though. Don't expect.
I don't expect it. I don't think they resend it. I just don't.
I mean, the problem lies with Kirby Joseph. I feel more so like, is he gonna play? Because missing Brian Branch is one thing, but if you're missing Kirby too, that's a deficiency. That is a weakness.
Even with the injuries with Tampa, I mean, you don't want to put yourself in that position.
Not at all.
You don't.
Not with a gunslinger like Baker Mayfield. Look at what we're saying now about Baker Mayfield.
I still
the moxie on
Baker Mayfield.
You guys, this is a human being that not that long ago was cut by Carolina. And do you remember he was playing scout team defensive end, coming off the edge, pretending he was a scout team DE.
Yeah.
Think about that.
I think Sean McVay taking a chance on him was probably the biggest thing in his career.
Where's that bell again? Find that damn bell.
I
Where's
got
that
you.
bell?
I'm on a roll this morning. But no, like I think that was the biggest thing that kind of propelled him into the Baker that we know today. Sean McVay kind of empowered him, even though he was only there a year. Hey, go out there and be yourself. Yes, I want you to do things according to the system, but at the same time, I want you to be yourself, which is crazy. He could have just did that with Jared Goff, and maybe they would have went somewhere. But they got the Super Bowl. It is what it is. But, yeah, him going there and then eventually keeping the Lions out of the playoffs that year that they went 9-8, that was the resurgence. That was the turnaround. You come to a franchise that embraces you now, and things have flipped for him. And it's never that he didn't have the talent. It was just more so the consistency with him.
Dude, I have been on the Baker bandwagon for a while now. And I go back to last year when they were here, and Neil and I, and KG, I think you were there with us that day. I want to make this crystal clear. We all thought that Detroit was going to win that game.
Yeah.
But that was a game, like we were talking about it, like, I don't think the average person knows yet, A, how good Tampa is, and B, that Baker has completely resurrected himself, man. He went from such a douchebag. He really was. He was a douchebag. He went from such a douchebag to, like, he's a likable guy. Like, we all have guys in the league that you like. Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen a lot, okay? I couldn't give two shits if he wins or not. I don't care. It's not like I'm going, go Bills. What the hell do I care? And I hope we smother him should we meet in the Super Bowl. But Baker's kind of one of those guys for me. I kind of like Baker.
I mean, because he exudes the normal everyday person playing quarterback.
Bam.
That's what it is. People can relate to him. They see the fire. They see the passion that he plays with. He's not the best athlete. I think we know that. But the fact that he can go into these games and he wears a hard hat, as they say. He plays the right way. He's got moxie, all the cliches, man. He is that. And people respect that about him, bro, because he doesn't quit and he goes out there and leaves it all on the field.
I like that because you know what it is to me? It's real. And what I mean by that is, listen, we've all been there. Like, you fuck up.
Yeah, we all make mistakes.
You fuck up. Like, trust me, I was a perennial all-star in the fuck up category, okay? I really, what the hell were you doing? And I think that's why, as a parent, I've taken now, what were you hoping to accomplish, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm talking to me, I mean, that was, way back in the day and everything. So I kind of like seeing a dude who, okay, I got to stop fucking up.
Yeah.
I got to stop being a douche. I got to stop doing douchey things and kind of be a reclamation project, if you will.
And he righted the ship. It wasn't like a Johnny Manziel to where he was a dickhead, but he was doing so much off the field that it was never going to work. Like, It was always going to be a wash.
That was saying. Never going.
Unfortunately, it was never going to work. And he would even tell you that today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
he's great today.
With the benefit of hindsight, it's amazing. But just the things I remember when. Do you remember he went to the casino? And he had like a wad of cash and people were taking pictures of him and everything.
Yeah.
Kid, what do you think people are going to say about that?
That's true.
Let me live my life, man. No, you're a college sophomore walking around with wads of cash. What do you think people are going to say about that, man?
No, Johnny Manziel lived a life, boy. He did.
He lived a
Imagine being
life.
Johnny Manziel in college. Like, what?
Dude, rock star. All right, lots of Lions stuff to get to. No doubt about that. But again, in case you're just joining us, shout out to Doc, Detroit. Why can't I think the name of the
I think it's what Detroit Sports
Podcast.
Thank you.
Shout out John Doc Macaron.
Sorry, Doc. Yeah, McNeil, barring something unforeseen, is scheduled to be back this week, and we'll find out about Brian Branch later on this afternoon.
Yeah, we got some more Lions news. I'm surprised Maz didn't put in the prep, but maybe it slipped his mind. But We got some good Lions news.
I like it a lot. We're gonna get to some stuff. Hey, glad you could join us. Hey, keep Maz in your thoughts. By the way,
Yes,
he's
yes.
not going to be here the next few days. He's going back to Jersey to lay his father to rest. So
Yes,
keep Maz in your thoughts. Send some positive vibes his way, etc., etc.
Love you, Mass.
JB, where are you going?
We need to hear from Mad Pax and then Art and Jakes. But first, let me clear up this super chat. Shout out to Freight Train J for sending in $1.99. He says our offense loses to the Bucks, then we have a problem.
I agree with that. My gosh, yeah. This offense better be on all cylinders. Is what I'll say for real. Yeah. Do
They
it.
probably gonna have to win this game.
Yep.
Like it won't be a defensive game.
Cool. I feel
It's gonna
good
be a
about that.
shootout.
I feel good about that. Let's go.
All right, let's hear from Mad Pax and then Art and Jakes.
Let me tell the good people about Mad Pax. It is the hottest new cannabis brand around the town, and they have decided to join us here at Woodward Sports, man. So listen, they got new products in May, and they are in stores available today. High-Low is getting you high for the low, delivering top-tier quality at unbeatable prices, and everyone's favorite, Boom Shakalaka. Boom Shakalaka is a live resin-infused tarantula. This one is the bomb. Blizzard packs, THCA moon rocks that hit like an absolute blizzard. Stay tuned with Woodward Sports for all of the latest updates.
And Art and Jakes.
Oh, let me tell the people about Art and Jakes, because after you get the munchies, man, you definitely going to want to come down to Art and Jakes. I absolutely cannot wait to be here for this day, October 25th, for Michigan State, baby. And Art and Jakes is going to treat us right, and they can treat you right as well. Come hang out with us and enjoy wall-to-wall coverage on over 80 TVs. That's right, 80 of them. 22 draft beers on tap and a menu stacked with fan favorites like wings, wraps, and their signature Fairway Burgers. There's no place better to catch the action than Art and Jake's Sports Bar and Grill. Download the Art and Jake's app, join AJ's fan club, and make every game day a win. Get some of those specials.
Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo.
Ah.
You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
You know, it just doesn't get any more Detroit than Buddy's Pizza. Can we just take a second and look at that?
Look at it.
I don't really need to say anything. Look at it.
Look at it.
Gosh, isn't that beautiful? You hear it all the time. Detroit-style pizza, right? Like, I kid you not, I got a shot. My wife's over in Thailand right now. Like, true story. And they had a big billboard for Detroit-style pizza in Thailand. I can show you guys, for real, okay? Well, it's Buddy's. That's where that comes from. When you hear people say Detroit-style pizza, Buddy's did that. They originated it way back in 1946. They have 22 locations in Michigan. A cornerstone here in Detroit. I'll say it again. You hear Detroit-style pizza, the only reason it exists is because of these guys. Save 10% off your entire order using promo code 10MEAL. That's 10MEAL. Really simple. Buddies.com, promo code 10MEAL. Find a location nearest you. BuddiesPizza.com.
Detroit-style pizza in Thailand?
Here, you know what? I'm going to pull that picture up.
That's a little crazy. That seems fake.
Yeah.
Like some other stuff out there.
Dude, you don't even know what to believe anymore. That's the craziest thing. Here, look, I can't.
Here, send it to me, and then I'll.
All right,
I'll
this is the true story. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Detroit-style pizza in Thailand.
Yeah.
You know, there's a Rucker Park out in Thailand too, right?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
They are. That's crazy.
All right, I just sent you the picture.
Okay.
It's called Modo Detroit Pizza. And it was only 10 meters away from where she was staying, too,
Yeah.
right? So that's the funniest thing about it. All right,
Careful with that one.
KG Kendall Fuller, a guy that had just signed a 2-year, $15 million contract with Miami. It didn't go well. He was not graded out well. After one season, the Miami Dolphins let him go, but Kendall Fuller signed to the practice squad. I think it's safe to say that's a name that most people, if you pay any attention to the National Football League, is aware of.
Yeah.
30 years old. Hey, listen, right now, I'll take the depth. I'm not complaining one bit about it, KG.
No, and he's still a pretty good corner in this league. I'm not saying he's a superstar or anything of that sort, but he is definitely, I would say, a little above serviceable. He's somebody that's going to come in and help him right away. They signed him to the practice squad, but he's going to make the main roster. I think we all know that, and he'll probably be starting in short order, which for a position that is kind of dropping like flies. I mean, the secondary that we touted as a strength, you'll be without Brian Branch for at least a week. We don't know what's up with Kirby Joseph and Terry and Arnold, with the shoulder injury and DJ Reed being out. This has now become a weakness on this Lions team, and he's somebody that can come in. He's capable in man coverage. He's versatile. They can use him in a lot of different ways, and I'm just excited, man. He's a physical corner, and he's going to be able to go out there and make plays. I'm not saying he'll be shut down every single play, so please don't take that from that, but he is somebody, a veteran, presence, somebody I feel fits this locker room, and I'm very excited. I wanted the Lions to sign him a couple years ago, when we ended up getting Carlton Davis and stuff like that. I was happy with Carlton Davis, but this was one of the names I was like, well, if they don't get him, I would love to have Kendall Fuller a part of this defense, man. So I'm excited.
You know what, KG? I think this is one of those moves too that is it reactive? Of course it is.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think there's a little bit of proactive here too. Okay, you know what? We'll stash it. We'll stash it just in case. We know what happened last year. It was an aberration with the injuries. I will say it again. Injuries are going to happen in the National Football League. The level in which they happened last year was something absurd. There's no other way to say that, and that's why I use the term aberration. So this is a guy that, you know what? I don't know, as cheesy as it sounds, an extra insurance policy, a just in case, because let's face it, we're already getting hit at this spot, man.
Yeah, and this is somebody, once again, he is somebody that may not intercept the ball every time, but he's right there in coverage, and he'll be able to battle out of passes down. Going over his last 3 seasons, 2 in Washington, his last one in Miami, like you brought up. He had respectively, 13 passes defensed in 2022, 9 passes defensed in 2023, and 7 passes defensed last year for the Miami Dolphins. And, interception numbers of 3 and 2 over the last couple years. Didn't get any with Miami. So he is somebody that can come in, and once again, he can make plays, and I think that's the biggest part of this. I was surprised he was on the free agent wire for so long, but you are seeing older corners that market is starting to dry
Yep.
up in terms of older cornerbacks.
30 years old and a subpar season after signing a 2-year, $15 million contract.
Yeah.
Guys are going to be a little gun shy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it is.
And that's fine. But if there's any locker room I would like him to be in, it's this one.
1,000.
He's going to fit this defense like a glove.
1,000. By the way, Dan Campbell, speaking of injuries, Dan Campbell yesterday talking about the injuries that the Lions are dealing with right now.
Jeremy, for Terrion and Navante, any chance this week or after the bye? Is that more likely?
I think they're both probably after the bye. I do.
Marcus Davenport is eligible to come off IR this week. Is that close to happening?
I don't see that. Not yet. He's doing well. He's getting better. We like where all those guys are at. I mean, we're going to be looking pretty good at the end of November, December, which is awesome. But I don't see him being ready before the bye for sure.
Just super quickly, because we haven't asked about him in a while. Malcolm had the cleanup procedure on the ACL several months ago, put him a little bit behind Aleem. How close are you looking at with starting his clock?
Yeah, hopefully we're hoping after the bye we can start rolling him out there a little bit, get him going.
This coincides. Last year, we had the slew of bad luck, right? Yeah. I mean, there's no other way to say that. You guys, I don't give a shit if you are a Bear fan watching this right now, a Packer fan, a Viking fan. I know you guys are watching. To say that we had bad luck last year would be an understatement in regard to injury.
Yeah.
To hear Dan say, hey, we're going to be pretty cool end of November going into December, okay? This is where I will say again, this is where the Lions are going to feast, all right? Now, how many times did we, when we were talking about the schedule and, oh, my gosh, what are we going to do? Well, the schedule doesn't look so daunting right now, all right?
It doesn't, yeah.
Buccaneers are still, I think the second best team in the NFC. I really do. The Vikings, although it sounds like JJ might be coming back sooner rather than later.
Cool.
The Commanders don't look too frightening. I know. Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
right.
The Commanders don't look too frightening. The Eagles, they got a little something going on right now. But here's the end of November. You ready? This is where, I mean, for months we talked about this. So to hear Dan Campbell say that, I can't help but think about this. You got the Giants at home. You got the Packers at home. You got the Cowboys at home. You're at the Rams, difficult still. Steelers at home, at the Vikings, at the Bears. Hi.
Yeah.
Feast.
You are better than damn near all of those teams.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And you're healthy? You're healthy at that time? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, this is where I kind of caution fans, because you've been seeing it starting to pop up. Fans starting to get concerned just based on online responses and all that. But this is a little different from last year. Last year, you lost a lot of guys early. You lost a lot of guys at one time, and you lost them for the season or a very long period of time. You are getting reinforcements back, and some of the guys that got injured this season will be back this season as well. I think that's the biggest difference.
And you know what? I can't help but think, like, I remember doing the show with you and Neil last year, and we put up that graphic that it was like the bar graph thing where all the NFL injuries, and then the Lions were there.
Yeah,
that's
they had
not made up.
23 at one time.
At one time.
23 injuries.
That's not made up.
You only get a 53-man roster. You know that, right?
Like seriously, think about that. Like think about that.
Damn near half your team.
You're talking 40% of your team's injured?
Yeah.
That was
unreal.
That was a real graphic. Like I had to turn my eyes and I threw up in my mouth because here's a bar graph and all the teams are kind of along the same line in the bar graph, and then the Lions were here, and it's just like I want no part of this. I want no part of this. DC talking about Kirby in particular in this nagging injury that he's dealing with.
Yeah, I mean it'll be the same. I mean I would say it's very much the same if. If it's something we feel like, first of all, he can't produce, right? I mean, that'll always go that way. How much worse are you making this injury? Is it going to make it significantly worse? You're not going to have him by the end of the year. Okay, well, that doesn't make sense. All right, well, what if it's, you may not make it worse, but just being a little bit better is going to help his production go way up. The production is not there, right? He's not, A, maybe he can't finish the game. B, the guy behind him would be better off. Playing. So you have to weigh every one of those. And so we'll do that with Kirby. I mean, we'll reassess here. We saw the game the other day. He tried to gut through it, played most of the game. And look, it wasn't his best performance, but he'd tell you that too. He was giving us what he had. And so we'll have to reassess.
So repeat what you were just saying. What were you just saying during that soundbite?
Just looking around on Twitter or X, however you want to say it. From Good Morning Football, they're probably saying that Emeka Egbuka will be out on Monday as well too. So now that's Emeka, Chris Godwin, and Bucky Irvin all out for Monday night's game.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
With the hopes of Mike Evans possibly returning, which you still don't know.
Don't you look at me for any sympathy. Don't you look at me. With what we went through last year and what, in a certain regard, we're going through right now. Not as extreme, but don't you look at me for any sympathy.
People die every day, B. to be that guy. No, I don't want, I'm just messing around. I don't want people to really think. We don't want him hurt, but Emeka Egbuka, if you saw the game last week, he got injured in that game, and that's a huge blow because that kid's having a hell of a season, man. Hell of a rookie year for him. And Baker's going to need probably Mike Evans to come back because who else do you have? They already down Bucky Irvin. Dick Godwin came back, I believe, right?
He came back, but then got hurt.
And got hurt.
Of course,
Yeah,
Chris Godwin.
Yeah,
the
Chris
normal
Godwin.
Chris
Yep.
Godwin cycle. So, yeah, man, I don't know who his targets are going to be. So, this is a battle of who can stay the healthiest the longest, it seems like.
To Sterling Sharp.
They're going to get Maz and I out there.
Right,
That's
for real.
Maz is covering me. I'm putting a little shimmy on him. I'm gone.
But this is why I said the other day, they remind me of us last year. They're a good team. You can see that they're a good team, but they ran into all of these injuries, and they'll probably still have a successful regular season. They'll be able to win games. They'll be in the playoffs. But what's going to happen in the playoffs when you're down all these people?
Yep.
That's going to be the question.
100%. Yeah, you know what? I'd rather have it happen now and stop happening. That's what we also that's the second half of it, okay? Well, goody gumdrops where, we're going to be back by November. Well, let's keep it at a minimum. They put the cap on it. All right, again, so allegedly the Lions are going to find out the fate of Brian Branch today. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. I hope they rescind it. I don't expect them to rescind it.
No.
I just don't, okay? If it was Deion Branch, maybe. Brian Branch, I don't think so. DC on the possibility of playing without Branch.
There again, my job is to move forward here. And I know this, we don't have him. We don't have him. And so I can worry about that, or I can worry about what we do have and how we adjust. And so, we'll find out on Kirby. I know we've got Harper, we got Strickland, we've got Rock, who can play safety and corner. We can play one safety and play four linebackers for all I care. I mean, we'll figure it out. Shep will have a good plan. We'll talk about what we need to do, and we'll have a plan ready, and we'll be ready to play Tampa Bay.
Dude, he is. Honestly, sometimes we're so enamored by the newest shiny thing with this team. We're so enamored with White Boy Summer. We're so enamored with Shep. We're so enamored. I'm always enamored with my boy Matt Shepard, but we're so enamored with like what's next and the new thing that sometimes you forget. Like maybe we're well overdue for a Dan Campbell Appreciation Day. Just hearing him say that shit.
Oh man,
no excuses. Nothing.
Never.
We're going to be ready.
Yeah.
We got to figure something out. Faith in his staff. Shep will figure something out. I don't care if we have to run with 4 linebackers, 4 safeties, whatever the case may be. We're going to figure something out, and we're going to be ready. And gosh damn it, the proof's in the pudding the last couple of years, KG.
Sean, even after a game in which the most penalized team, or one of the most penalized teams in the NFL, got no flags, and you had some very suspect flags, he could have easily went to the podium and be like, hey, I didn't like the officiating tonight. But he doesn't go out there and make excuses. To your point, it's just on to the next one. We're going to clean some things up. We're going to look at the film, and we're going to come back and we're going to be better, man. I think Dan Campbell is just he's the coach that every team wants.
Yep.
Like, to be honest with you. You don't get many coaches like Dan Campbell. There are some great coaches in this league, don't get me wrong, but Dan Campbell's kind of cemented himself as one of a kind.
The dudes love him. The dudes love him. I'll say, what offense wants to go off the field on a 4th and 1? What offense wants to go off the field? The mere fact that you're in the National Football League tells me that you already have a supreme level of confidence that we mere mortals will never have.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm serious, okay? So how many times have you seen a guy, and it doesn't matter if it's at the minus 45 or the plus 45, have you seen a guy go like this, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on, let's go. These guys know that Dan Campbell's going to be the first guy saying, you know, how many times have you seen him do that?
And to be honest, he revolutionized the game in that way.
1,000%.
Like, don't get me wrong, teams would go for it on fourth down, but not nearly at the clip that Dan Campbell would do it. And now you're starting to see it become normalized in the NFL, and that's because of Dan Campbell. I'm convinced. Like, he played a part in that, and he revolutionized the game to a degree.
And never on your minus side.
Yeah.
Never, ever.
Yeah.
You never saw that, man.
Well, you did when they were early on and they didn't have the talent, and they would win some of those.
Right?
That was the crazy part. Yeah, I'll do a fake punt at my own 25 and that you're not ready for, and they would execute it, and that's what makes, you know, him so special in that regard.
And KG, you didn't see other teams do that.
No,
you know,
hell no.
Hell no.
It's
4th and 1 at your own 39. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why are you?
That's malfeasance.
That was the reaction not that long ago,
Yeah.
right? And now people,
That's not the way we play football.
Right.
Like, come on now.
That's the way it's been, and that's the way it always will be, right?
You're right.
You hear the crabby old man doing that. All right, Dan Campbell talking about some upcoming opponents as well.
Man, you got to be on point when you play really good teams, and that's what I love about the stretch that's coming. Is we're about to hit a row of them, right? A whole ton of them, and your margin for error is so small, and that's what I told the team today. I mean, that actually fires me up because you have to be on point. You don't get the luxury of making a mistake here and makes mistake there against these type of teams that we're getting ready to play, and when you don't and you do all the little things right, you learn another way to win. You start getting better, and this is the stuff that really gets you to where you want to be by the end of the year. Like so it's exactly what we need. It's going to be outstanding competition, and we'll be better for it. We will in the long run.
And Sean, it's just crazy because this team sits at 4 wins right now. I remember, like, before the season, before we knew what we know now, I said that it would be crucial for them, or it would behoove them to have at least 3 to 4 wins coming out of this 7-game stretch that we thought was just murderer's row. And then we get here and you realize, like, damn, they kind of left a game or two on the table because of just how the schedule played out.
You're
and
right.
Some of the injuries that ended up playing out. And I saw somebody in the chat, shout out to, what's his name, Ornery U of M dad. I don't know if he was trolling with this, but I think it's a good question. Is next week or the BUCS game, is that a must win? Because in the chat he said, you got to win against Tampa. You got to use our resources. He said Rachaad White was a force. Maybe he was trolling with that because Rachaad White's good. I wouldn't say a force, but do you think that because think about it, back-to-back losses this team hasn't had in almost 3 years. You sit right now at 4-2, knowing that you left a couple games on the table. If they were to lose this game and you're 4-3 going into the bye, I think some fans would kind of question that. They might have a confidence lapse a little bit.
You know what?
That's a must win.
Let me. Boy, it's a complicated. I'm going to give an answer, but there were a lot of things that you said. I think the Green Bay game was going to happen, whether we want to admit it or not.
Yeah,
that was going to happen.
That way.
That was. I don't know. Like, if you guys feel that way, the woulda, coulda, shoulda for me is this past Sunday night. That was a woulda, coulda, shoulda, but didn't, okay?
Yeah.
So you own it. KG, I want to go right back to the beginning of what you said. If I landed in here back in July or August and said, greetings, I have come from October, and I am here to tell you the Lions will be 5-2 heading into the bye week. Every single human would have taken that.
Oh, absolutely.
Because there were people going, oh my gosh, we could, exactly what you said, 4-3 at best, probably 3-4, and then we have that string of games, the Vikings at Washington and at Philadelphia. We could legitimately be 500 or just under 500. I mean, that, you guys, we heard it every day. I'm not saying it was you in particular, okay? But we heard that kind of shit every day. I will never say must win. I'll never say must win.
All right, are you like this one chatter in here? Is it a can't lose? If you want to phrase it that way.
No. Is it?
Shout out Corey Hall. That's what
Corey, is it? I want it very desperately. There's a big difference between going 5-2 into the bye week and 4-3 going into the bye week. Yes, but I don't. The Kansas City Chiefs are kind of, for me, the poster child of let's not talk about must win or can't lose at this juncture of the season. I've watched this team too many times just go like this.
Yeah.
Okay. And there they go, just winning games and everything. So for me, KG, when you're talking week 7, there's 10 more games to go.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to get overly dramatic about it.
No, I get that. But coming out of the bye, you're getting a gauntlet of NFC games. And this is the start of it before the bye.
Oh, 100%.
And, you know, with the Kansas City game, you had the built-in excuse, okay, it's an AFC team. If we lose to them, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't really mess up what we got going on. But now you look at it, all right, you know, this is a very good BUCS team. And you're a team that is currently still fighting for the number 1 seed, whether you want to or not. It's there for them to take. And this is a good team coming in, injuries or not. So I don't know, man. I think if you go 4-3 into the bye, it wouldn't be the best look, especially considering that you have the Vikings coming out of the bye, which is a division and NFC North game. And trust me, I'm confident the Lions will go BTA on the Vikings, but it's something to consider, though.
Isn't it? No, it's kind of funny, and Lord knows this might change again in the next 4 weeks, okay? Thus is life in the National Football League. But as I sit here right now and I look at the next 4 games, KG,
yeah.
Even with those games on the road, like, I have more fear of Tampa than the other 3.
Oh, so
I really do.
More than the Eagles and the Commanders?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. As I sit here today, that might change in the next couple of weeks. What I've seen out of Philly the last couple of weeks kind of reminds me of when everything fell apart during the 2023 season.
Yeah.
Remember, they jumped out to that start, and then they could do literally nothing right, and that extended into their bye week last year. They were 2-2. People forget that. They were 2-2 going into the bye last week. Washington, I've seen nothing.
Yeah.
All year, I really haven't. They don't look the same.
They don't look the same to me. I mean,
boy, if I said that 2 months ago, people would have killed me.
No, for sure. I don't think you're wrong because, one, it's just the way the BUCS play. Like, they're just a team that at any moment they can just mount they can mount a lot of points on you in a quick amount of time. When I look at the Eagles, they're still talented. They're just shooting themselves in the foot currently. But when you look at that roster, that is still a very talented roster, and they have a similar play style to how we like to play football. So I just wonder, in a grind-on-grind situation, like, how does that look for us, especially if we're not 100% healthy at that time? How does that look for us?
Isn't it amazing, too? The Eagles have lost 2 straight. I'm sure you all are aware of that. I need to bring it up again. The Lions have not lost 2 straight in almost 3 years. October 23rd and October 30th of 2022.
It's crazy.
Jeez,
that just don't
the Detroit Lions.
That just don't happen.
No.
Like you said, especially with us. I wonder if any other teams have had a similar streak, but especially with us, this just does not happen.
Well, I know Philly hasn't.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a fact.
Kansas City hasn't?
That's a fact.
Yeah. DC, maybe he heard what KG was just talking about, and he decided he wanted to get his thoughts on Baker and the BUCS.
They're playing hot football. It's a very good team. Baker is, you guys know, I got a lot of respect for Baker Mayfield, the way he plays, his leadership, his ability to push the ball down the field, make plays with his legs. You know, I just think he's playing at a high level, you know. So, you know, he's a guy that gives them a chance. Anytime they're in a game, they play really good defense. They got a good old line. Like those guys are, man, they play hard. They're physical. They're tough. They have a run game. You know, they got a good teams unit. So it's a good team. It's a really good team.
I think they are the second best team in the conference. I really truly do. Right now. And again, subject to change. That's the NFL. The NFL is a fluid league, man. We talk about it each and every year. What we think we know about a team in May, what we think we know about a team in September, hell, what we think we know about a team on this very day, October 15th. It is not necessarily the reality of what is going on with a particular team.
Yeah. No, and shout out to Sir Fundip in the chat. Hell of a name.
I love that name. Way to go.
Are the fans worried that the Lions haven't beat a good team? I don't agree with that, bro, because we all talked about that Ravens game. I think that's a quality win. Lamar Jackson played in that game, and I do realize the injuries that they had on defense. But at the same time, you win into Baltimore on a Monday night. That's a tough place to play. Lamar is a tough opponent, and you were able to go in there and stop him and Derrick Henry. So I would say that's a quality win. And listen, you can debate about the other teams that they've played to this point, but you want the Lions to go out there and handle teams that they're supposed to handle. That's one thing that we love about this new Lions team is that they don't drop games that they're not supposed to drop. I think that they've had quality wins on the schedule, and they're going to continue to rack them up, man. You got to play who's in front of you. I don't really care, who's on the schedule. We don't make the schedule. We just play the game.
And that's how I would answer it. I get it. I get what you're saying, all right? And it's easier to dismiss Baltimore now knowing what we know. But, again, Lamar was there. But, KG, I think you hit it nail on head again. This is a scenario with this football team where legitimately when you look at their losses, the last loss that they had where you're like, you got to win that game every time was almost 2 years ago. Yeah. That game at Soldier Field. Mm-hmm. Really, it was almost 2 years ago. Like that's a game. I don't care what the circumstances are. You have to beat the Chicago Bears.
You should have won that game.
That was a bad team, okay? You got to win that game, okay? But that's something we don't mix in. That's really something we don't mix in. And even the run that Tampa's been on, okay, you got to remember they had like, what was it, a 4-game losing streak last year?
They did, yeah.
They had to scramble just to get back into the playoff picture, man.
They did, but they have since, been that team that's kind of similar to us in a lot of ways. They've built momentum. They've come into this season. They won a lot of one-score games, but can you live like that in the NFL week to week? We saw that with the Vikings, and it didn't work out too well for them.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, I would say that the BUCS are a better team than that Vikings team was, but at the same time, it is what it is, man. You got to just go out there and you got to just play to the best of your ability. The Lions, I would say, are still the better team in this scenario from a roster standpoint. You got to get this dub at home. I just feel I think it is a must-win, Sean.
Okay.
I think it is.
Fair enough.
I think it is.
Fair enough.
You don't want to back into the bye week off 2 straight losses. You don't.
No, I'm
going
with you.
Going into a divisional game, whatever we think about the Vikings.
I think this team has a been there, done that mantra now. Yeah. I really do. And I dare I say, without the championship, of course, they're kind of in the mode. We're allowed to say it. They'll never say it. Where they're just going,
yeah, pretty
can we
much
get this regular season over with? Mm-hmm. Guys, can we?
And let's get through it healthy, please.
Yeah, where do we need it? Like, just hearing Dan talk about we're going to be in a good spot late November and December, it just kind of reinforces it to me. They're not allowed to say it.
Goal,
yeah, we're not allowed to say it. Idiots in the media can say it. Now I'll wear the role of idiot in the media. Where do you want us at home? Are we playing that first game? Are we getting a bye? What do you want us to do? Where do you want us to go? We're going to be ready for it.
Yeah.
That's a great spot to be in, man. It really is. Hey, JB.
What's up?
Now, I got to show you this picture. JB, do you have that picture?
Oh, yeah, I got this picture.
This is a true story. Watch this, KG. I got this from Wifey this morning. She's in Thailand right now. Look at that.
What the hell?
This is in Thailand.
That's in Thailand. True story. That's in Thailand.
Modu?
Yeah.
Modu, maybe? Detroit-style pizza or Detroit pizza. That is crazy.
I'm not trying Detroit-style pizza in Thailand. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going there.
Lady Boy's right outside.
Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that. That's not Detroit-style pizza, and that's not a lady either. Yeah, but Buddies did that. I thought she sent that to me, and she was like, gosh, how big is the Detroit-style pizza brand?
It's really become a thing.
Yeah. It's huge.
Yeah, in Thailand, I would not expect that.
Was it Pizza Hut was the first national brand to like put out their own. Gosh, this is probably like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, like deep dish pizza.
Yeah, to put out their own, and they called it Detroit style pizza.
They did. That was actually like a couple years ago, and they put all the sauce on there. It wasn't as good.
It wasn't at all.
It wasn't Buddy's.
We all had to try it, didn't we?
No,
I
mean, of course.
I ran there one Lions afternoon, and I said, okay, this is what I'm going to get. We tried it, and we were like, no.
Pizza Hut is broke people pizza anyway. I mean, I remember the days. I remember the days when going to Pizza Hut was a glorified experience. Now, not so much.
Wait. Pizza Hut is a broke experience? I thought Little Caesars was.
Well, that's the brokest of experiences. Especially if you're a Tigers fan.
Do you remember? Are you old enough to remember the Pizza Hut buffet?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, I live for that, Sean. My parents only took me one time because they hated me. But
I got kicked out of 2 buffets in my life, really and truly. I got
too much food.
I got kicked out. Pizza Hut was one. My buddies and I, and believe it or not, there used to be a KFC buffet. I'm not making that up.
Wow.
Older people know that. And like the owner came out, and there were like 4 of us, and he's like, "You guys got to go." And we're like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You're wasting food." And I'm like, "Look at my plate. It's scraps. What? Nope, you got to go."
You're eating too much. God damn.
Metabolism was so good to me at one point in time.
I remember the 90s was like buffet central. That was the buffet era.
Metabolism and I were great friends at one time.
Old Country buffet, man.
Ponderosa.
Yeah, Ponderosa.
Dude, Ponderosa.
Shout out, man.
Rock solid.
You wanted to take a hottie to a date and didn't have that much money. Ponderosa, baby. That was the
You want some extra shrimp, baby? I got you.
Don't even worry about it.
I got you.
Big balling shit. Balling on the budget, man.
Rolling out my wad of $1 bills before I knew what Make It Rain was. I got you. All right. And I got to take care of that little lady who's taking care of us.
Yeah, go ahead. Refill that drink, baby.
Big spender. I got you. Don't worry, honey. I got you at the end of the night, right? Leaving my 15% to the penny tip because I was a big baller.
Right. Balling on the budget.
Give me a break. All right, JB, where are we going?
Oh, we got to hear from Black Rock and then Sharing's Heating and Air. But first, let me clear up some super chats. Shout out to everyone sending them in as well, too. $1.99 from Dexter James. He sends in. So, Brian Branch is out, but will Dion Branch play?
I love if we got
Dion. That is true. He can't just change the name.
That's never going away. Like Jonathan Vilma, I hope you know that. That's never going away. So, thank you for that, Dexter.
We got $1.99 from Dante151. He sends in. So, who the F is Baker going to throw the ball to? Because Godwin, Evans, Ibuka, and McMillan are all injured. Baker has to rely on wide receivers Sterling Shepard, Tez Johnson, and Ryan Miller. I don't know the last 2 names.
Yeah, I mean, Tez Johnson, he had that big catch last week. He looks all right, man. He looks all right. But once again, being down that many starting receivers is never a good thing.
Give Gronk a call.
Give
Gronk a call, right?
That's hilarious.
Dude, and like I said, hey, Dante, to your point, hey, I have no sympathy for you, Tampa.
Yeah. They got Cade Otton. They'll be all right.
Sorry. We live that.
He's a good tight end.
We live that. I don't know what to say. I got no sympathy for you, man. What happened to us last year was...
People didn't have sympathy for us.
Nobody did. Are you kidding me?
Nobody. It's part of the game, man.
We got $5 from Burn. He sends us. He says Fuller was due $7.5 million from Miami this year. Brad picked him up for $250,000, and the Eagles are on the hook for $4.25 million for Z. Brad
$250,000,
dude.
No, Brad for sure.
100%.
We're good. We're right as well.
Well, you know what?
We say we're good. We need to say you're right.
Yeah. Especially now that Aleem's back. Yeah, we're good. And everybody, do you remember everybody was saying earliest, best case scenario was like first week of November.
Yeah.
More likely around Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, that's crazy. And then somebody did a side-by-side comparison online. Zadarius Smith's numbers versus AQM. AQM has the better numbers.
Yeah.
He does.
I was one of those guys that wanted Z here. I openly admit it.
Yeah, more pressures, more sacks. I think they damn near close in the sack department, but more pressures, more snaps. Like he's leading in a lot of categories.
Yeah, he and Dante's right. If I'm 2 for 15 years, and he lasted 1 year in Miami, and Miami jettisoned him out. So 30-year-old cornerback, You can't expect too much from him. I don't want to expect too much from him.
No, but
fill in when the need is there, and now we got some veteran depth, and I'm cool with it.
But if your defensive line can come in and just, continue to provide pressure and get to the quarterback, Kendall Fuller can make plays. Make no mistake.
That's your best. I don't care what anybody says. That's your best pass defense, man. Is getting after the quarterback.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got $4.99 from Freight Train Jay. He sends in.
Shout out.
He says, I don't believe in the BUCS. Can we talk about how many games they went to the wire with the other team? For example, the Jets. I don't think they can hang either.
You know what? There's validity to that. They are the one score winners. But a lot of times what I have seen in the past, Jay, and I'm not saying you're wrong. I hope you know that. But what I have seen in the past is there are certain teams that find a way to do that, and it works for 1 year. They get on some kind of a heater, and then the means come back in the next year. Does that make sense,
no,
KG?
It makes perfect sense, yeah.
How many times have you seen that where, okay, they got a little something going on right now. There's a little mojo. Can't put my finger on it. And really for them, it goes back to last year. I think they were 4-6 last year. Yeah. And they had like a 4-game losing streak, and then all of a sudden they just were like, all right, well, we're just not going to lose the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And they found a way to get in. I think, what did they go, 6-1 down the stretch or whatever the hell it was? But I'm not saying you're wrong, okay? But sometimes you see that carry over for a season, and they're usually the poster child for the next season when we do the time-honored, obligatory who's most likely to step back. You look at a team like that.
No, for sure, because you give them credit for winning games. It's hard to win games in this league. You get them how you can get them. But when you make that the norm, the constant is that you're just scraping by one-score, one-possession games, it becomes a question whether you're fraudulent or not.
Yep. No doubt.
It just is part of the game.
When you keep doing it, you just have to shut up and accept it.
Yeah.
That they're on some kind of a heater. And they've been doing it, all right? I mean, they're 5-1. Like, that's that, you know? All right, anything else, JB?
Oh, yeah. $5 from Burn. He sends us.
Out again.
He said the Eagles ranked 25th in sacks, and Darius Smith was their best pass rusher. Without that defense, they're not great. Could change, but prove it, Philly.
I'm in the same boat as you. We were talking about that a few weeks ago. I'm not scared of Philly right now. I'm not. I have to give a tip of the cap to the champs, but I'm not scared of Philly right now. But you said exactly, I have to practice what I preach. What we think we know about the National Football League right now is not what it's going to be 3 weeks from now. Man, this league is so fluid each and every year. You think you see a trend coming? Hey, going back to what Freight Train Jay just said. Hey, you know what? What if Tampa starts losing games by 1 score?
Yeah.
Hey, great, Baker. Baker got that touchdown with 1minute and 15 seconds left. Oh, by the way, that defense just let the Falcons go straight down the field and kick a field goal to knock them off.
Yeah, we thought the refs didn't love the Chiefs no more. We found out they still do. So
they still do.
They still do. They still in love, baby.
That's still so fucking absurd.
We thought they was the side piece.
Look, I mean, the Chiefs beat us. The Chiefs beat us. There's no excuse making here.
They had 13 flags the week before, though. I'm not using it as an excuse either, but we got to just call it what it is.
You averaged over 8 penalties a game and got none.
Make it make sense.
Having 13 the week before.
Okay.
Ain't nobody that clean.
Sounds good.
Ain't nobody cleaning up that much.
Sounds good. That sounds
Come on
good.
now.
That's reality. All right.
Make it make sense. Another $2 from Burn. He sends in, he said, the Legion of Womb versus the Fair Raid Monday.
Damn, Burn, just give us your whole check, why don't you? Yeah. Shout out
the
Burn,
Legion
man.
of Womb versus the Fair Raid. All right.
Nah, shout out, man.
Appreciate you.
Shout out to Burn. And finally, one more before we go to break. $4.99 from Mike G. He says, Shawnee B, avoid the lady bots in Thailand and name me 3 Atlanta Thrashers.
I would name guys that I should name. So we know that story, okay? I think you remember that story. But, yeah, so that's the way that goes. Hey, listen, I want to give am I doing Black Rock first?
Yep, Black Rock and then Sharon's.
I want to talk about Black Rock. This is another place out near me. There's a location up near 12 Oaks Mall. Great spot. Black Rock, and if you're looking for dinner plans at Sizzle, you need to head to Black Rock Bar and Grill, home of the steak on the stone. Try the steak and lobster for just $19.99 for a limited time. Maybe you can go and get some of, I don't know, Braylon's beef? How about a 20-ounce hand-cut New York strip? Feast like a beast. Heck, you could share it with Ilya Kovalchuk. Maybe Danny Heatley would have a piece. Also, try their $14.99 fish and chip all day, every day, cheesy pull-apart bread, and their famous chili back for a limited time. Don't forget, when the Lions win, you win. Stop in a Black Rock after a Lions win and get a free appetizer. It really is a great spot. If you haven't experienced it yet, you can make your steak your own way. I need blood. I do. I'm sorry. I need blood in my steak, okay? You can do that at Black Rock. By the way, let me give a shout out to our friends at Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning. Really appreciate everything they do. They've been proudly serving Metro Detroit for over 40 years. And to be in business that long, to do a job that long, you've got to be doing something right. And you know what? They got reliable service. They treat people like family, and they offer it all. What more could you ask for? Heating, cooling, indoor air qualities, water heaters, whole home generators, and memberships. Right now, DTE Gas customers get a free furnace tune-up through December 1st. Call Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning today at 734-238-3839 or scan the QR code on your screen right now. Tell them that Woodward Sports sent you.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Woodward Sports is your #1 source for all things Detroit sports. Start your day with the Sean Baligian Morning Show from 8 to 10 a.m. Rolling into Big D Energy with Neil Rule, Jerry Foster, and Red Wing great Darren McCarty. Then make sure you're watching the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep from 2 to 4 p.m. Michigan great Braylon Edwards and the elite Matt Shepard break down all the biggest sports stories. End your day with the Woodward Heavyweights. Join Spencer and EZ nightly from 5 to 7 p.m. Every day, all the sports, all Detroit, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's #1 sports network.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new face, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
All right, guys, whether you're hitting the game or just chilling at home, Jars has you covered. With top shelf quality and unmatched variety, Jars is priced for the people so you can stock up without having to break the bank. Ready to re-up? Head over to shopjars.com or find a Jars near you that you can stop by and pick up your re-up stock today.
I love when you send me gifts during the breaks. Did you see what JB just sent us, KG?
No, I didn't.
All right. Are you aware that Alex Bregman is planning to opt out of his contract with the Red Sox and become a free agent this offseason?
It's not like the Tigers will sign him or anything. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Come on, please do something.
No, that's for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a favorable contract he got too. Like all front loaded essentially.
Well, do you remember what the a lot of the people were saying, I watched that, what is it, MLB Tonight? I don't even know what it's called on the MLB Network. Really enjoy it. Like my kids got me totally hooked on it, right?
Yeah.
And I still can't figure out how he became a baseball. Like he just loves baseball, and he didn't get that from me.
Yeah.
Like I like it, but I mean KG. He's like you. Like people. I say it all the time.
He gravitated to it.
Yeah, people don't. KG's a huge baseball fan, but so I was watching that show, and I remember one of the guys, and I wish I could remember who it was, said he liked the deal because he felt that it was almost like Bregman was betting on himself.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, I'm going to get this, but next year I might just get even more. Let's see what the market holds for him, right?
Yeah, I guess so. If that's the case, then he's once again in play for the Tigers, but I don't expect them to sign him. I don't. Depending on how much money he's asking for. He's going to want it bad.
Yeah, he will be 32 at the start of next year.
And he had a good season with the Sox, too.
Yeah, he'll be. Now I got to look up his numbers.
Yeah, he had a
Will you hold on for just a second? I'll look up his numbers. And now you can go do what you had to do too, KG.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Sorry, but no, I got you. I got you this time.
Right.
All right, I got to look up his numbers. 18 homers, 273 batting average, 3.5 WAR for what it's worth. Those were his numbers this year.
Okay.
821 OPS. Anything else jump out to me? Nah, not really. He was an all-star, which I'm sorry, it just doesn't mean as much. I'm sorry. I know people want to put it out there, but yay, fan votes and things like that. Walked 51 times, struck out 70 times.
Damn.
I don't give a crap what happened last year. Would I take him? I'd still take him.
I mean, I would too. Anything is better than what we got. So
I'd still take him. I have no problem saying that. I don't know if people are like hurt and jaded that he spurned us. And again, allegedly, I can't stress that enough. Allegedly, our offer was better, right? And you know why I say allegedly, JB.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But I kind of find it odd that a franchise that doesn't like to talk about deals they actually made was floating things out about a deal that they didn't make. Well, it's our policy. We don't talk about deals like that. That's why we didn't mention AJ. That's why we don't talk about, some of the potentials and stuff like that. But surely somebody within the franchise floated that out about the Bregman contract, right?
They had to.
So that's the way it. If it's true, and I'm sorry, I have to be honest when I say that. If it's true that the deal was better, I don't know. That's just there's strong speculation that will happen. So to the person, I forget who it was on MLB Tonight that said, this is him betting on himself. Well, that's exactly what it is. He's going to opt out, and he's going to. And somebody's going to do it, JB.
You know they are.
Somebody's going to do it. Hey, by the way, PFT, if you pay attention to this stuff, PFT came out with their new power rankings. JB, you knew the Lions would drop.
Woo. Only by a spot, though.
There's some respect on their name, right?
Yeah.
There's some respect on their name. The Colts at number 2. I'm sorry, it's a cute story. It is. It's a really cute story.
Well, when is it going to be over?
Right. Good for Indiana Jones. I'm serious. That poor guy, he conducted himself like very well in New York. They shat all over him, and he said thank you and still put out like the full page thing and put out like a long, heartfelt, thank you, New York and stuff like that. Gosh, I've said for 2 days I felt that Tampa was the second best team in the NFC, and PFT thinks they're the best team in the NFL. I'm sorry, I can't buy the Colts. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
A lot of people putting the Colts into like the top 5, and I'm like, I like what they're doing. I don't know if they're a top 5 team.
Look at number 2 right there, KG.
Yeah,
number 2.
That's tough.
The Rams. Are we sleeping on the Rams again?
Maybe. I would maybe put the Rams closer to 2 than the Colts at this point.
You guys, I'm not buying the Steelers. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm not buying the Steelers.
Just give it time. Just wait.
I'm just not.
Just wait.
The Packers. I think the Packers are good. Like I had them as an 11-win team this year. I think the Packers are good.
Yeah, you can make the argument that the Broncos are playing slightly better than them right now, but I mean the ranking it's kind of, I guess, all right for them.
The Bills plummeted.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, I mean they just don't play well in prime time. But I don't think that's a microcosm of what the Bills actually are. But
I am not buying into the Niners. I've said that all year with Neil. By the way, we're on next Monday. We're doing, was it 4 to 6? I don't even remember. Was it because the Lions kick off at 7? I think Neil and I are going 4 to 6.
I think
4 to
so,
6.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
and I'll be down there with y'all.
Oh, good. Yeah. Come by, say hello. We're at second best. Neil and I have talked about this all year. I'm not buying the Niners. I'm just not.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know.
And apparently Brock Purdy still is going to be the quarterback when he comes back. But Mac Jones is playing right now. I think that's a conversation they need to have.
Good for him. I'm serious. There's another guy. Good for him. The much maligned Mac Jones. Anything else jump out to you?
Not really. Chiefs still kind of low. I thought people would be right back on the bandwagon after they beat the Lions. Chiefs at 13? I don't know, man. I thought they would crack the top 10. I thought, honestly.
All right. Death not an option. Death not an option today. Okay? I'm going to ask both you guys. Death not an option. You have to pick one team that's going to win the AFC. Today, who you picking?
Ooh. All right.
I'm still saying the Chiefs.
It won't be the Patriots. I know that.
Seriously, I'm still saying the Chiefs.
No, shout out Steve. Your Patriots ain't going nowhere, boy.
Sleeping on Drake May?
Yeah, a little bit. You will still say the Chiefs.
I'm still gonna say the Chiefs. I'm still gonna say it. Did you notice my lack of? Did you notice my lack of enthusiasm with that?
Yeah.
I'm still taking the Chiefs.
I would still say the Bills at this point.
Okay.
Still got Buffalo.
JB?
I'm leaning Bills too, regardless.
I believe in Buffalo.
I just believe in Josh Allen. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Joshy. You know I love you. I've been talking you up forever. I just think the Chiefs are going to find a way again. Again.
Yeah, I mean they'll find a way into the playoffs. Whether they get to the bowl or not is a different question. It depends on what their path look like.
You know, right now, and again,
if the Chiefs have to go on the road, I don't know. They've done it before.
They have.
I ain't trying to piss nobody off. They've done it before, but it depends on who they going against.
Put the emphasis on these words, okay, right now, because I'm the guy that says all the time the NFL is fluid. I look at the AFC and I see a lot of hot garbage. Mm-hmm. I really do. I'm not buying the Steelers. I'm not buying the Broncos.
Maz would be proud, right?
I'm not buying the Patriots. I'm not buying the Jags. I'm not buying the Chargers. Sorry, I'm just not.
Well, I was buying the Chargers until their offensive line died.
100%.
Everybody on the O-line.
100%, man.
It amazed me. Week 1, they were amazing.
Yeah.
The rest of the season, what the fuck are they doing?
They cost me in fantasy, too. Amari and Hampton was carrying me, man. God damn, he was having a season, so... yeah, I mean, I guess you're right, because the Steelers, we all know that shit ain't gonna last.
I'm not doing it. And
it's still a 2-team race between the Bills and the Chiefs.
I think so.
Like, because the Ravens have, they're gone. So.
No.
Could they be the dangerous 9-8, 7 seed who gets in?
Not if that defense continues to play like
you
it plays.
Can't win football games like that.
They're going to get Lamar back, and that'll be cool. But
yeah.
You've already kind of lost a lot of ground in terms of that division and stuff like that. So, I don't know, man. Like
you can't win games with a defense like that. You just can't,
it's
man.
It's going to be tough for them. It will. And if teams figure out how to stop Derrick Henry, you kind of handicap the Ravens a lot. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
It might be up for them. They might not make the playoffs this year. That'll be... I don't know how that's going to go over in Baltimore, because they already have had a lot of chirping going on in terms of
John Harbaugh to Michigan.
Yeah, he don't want to coach college. He don't want to coach college. I get what you did there, bro. Yeah.
Those memes yesterday were killing me. By the way,
oh my god,
come on, they were.
I was laughing. Shout out JB.
We talked about it. We talked about it on the show yesterday, like the whole Sharon Moore with the workman's coat and everything. And the internet is a magical place. If you didn't see some of this, JB, do you have any of those that we can share?
I can grab some.
Yeah, please do.
Like
They're
all day, like it was JB and then Maz and then Spenny and Easy started doing it, and
you know, Sean, sometimes you just got to show up to work and you just got to do it. That's why I'm wearing this Nike hoodie right here. It's like, bro, we don't need that, bro. We don't need that right now. Like,
sometimes, you know, even on a morning such as this where it was raining and I didn't want to get out of bed. I'm going to tell you point blank. I told these guys that as first as I came in. But it's a privilege to be able to get up and go to work in the morning. And that's why I'm wearing this Tigers pullover. Because it was a privilege to watch the Tigers the last 2 months of the season.
Oh, my God. The internet is undefeated,
It really is.
No,
yeah, just the stuff that people pick up on, man.
I thought it was hilarious because, once again, I can't defend that shit. Like, Sharon, it's just that we don't need that right now. Because it seemed like you set that whole line up. Like, you were waiting to get that line off. And that's where I'm kind of like, all right, bro, we don't need to be doing gimmicky stuff.
Gimmicky. That's exactly what it is.
We don't need that. That was some shit Brian Kelly would do. I don't need that from you.
Gimmicky. That's the best way. JB, let me know when you got some of these.
Oh, I got them. You ready?
All right. I don't know if you guys saw some of these. And then once Spenny and Easy got involved, check out the heavyweights tonight. It was over. For the next 10 minutes, I'm sitting there trying to watch a hockey game last night and going, gosh damn it. And then you start to giggle and you're like, I'm not looking at it. And then it beeps and you're like, all right, I got to look. Look at that one. All right, so here you go. This is what we're talking about. I just want these players to know that win or lose, I would go to war with each one of them. That's why I'm wearing this Army uniform today. Look at the dumb Photoshop.
I know.
It's so stupid.
No, when JB sent these in a group chat, I legitimately
Or you know,
laughed out
you
loud.
got this one.
I want my guys to know that while they may get torched, I'll always be there to extinguish the flames.
Yeah, man. This is my favorite.
That's why I'm wearing this fire suit. It's so stupid.
The blue collar jacket, bro. I'm telling you, that will go down. That would go down, man. Especially depending
how dumb that is.
Especially depending on how the season plays out. Depending on how the season plays out, we gonna be replaying that.
Look how dumb that is.
I ain't see this one. This is hilarious.
As a program, we have to take small steps before we can make giant leaps.
Right. That's why I'm wearing this astronaut suit. Yeah, come on, bro.
Or
that
the final
one
one.
was,
This one.
it's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad.
Wow, it's amazing how many of these guys have some kind of Ohio State Buckeye slant to it. It's amazing how that works out.
Oh, I know. Crazy, right?
That's why I'm wearing chef whites to remind the team and fans to just keep calm and let me cook.
We gonna let you cook.
They're not going to lose another game to Ohio State. I'm saying, KG, honestly, this is, if you remember in the summertime, I said 10-2, and my reasoning was, and I remember, if you remember, some guys got mad at me, okay? Yeah. I said 10-2 because your schedule sucks, and I'm not mad at you for it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It does, but dropping that USC game might end up being huge.
The two games to me that I thought were huge, and you could only lose one of them, were obviously the Oklahoma game and the USC game, and you lost both of them.
Yeah, and it got you off to a shitty start. So now you're really at risk of not making the playoff now.
Yep.
Because once again,
but do you see another loss before Ohio State? With this schedule, I just don't see it.
I don't know. The way they playing offensively right now, and the defense got gashed last week by a quote soft team. I was told the whole time that USC was soft. So I don't know, man. I'm not worried about the defense per se, but if the offense continues to play like they've been playing and they get in the shootouts, I don't know, man. I can see another loss in there. I don't know. I'm trying to remain positive.
No, I get it. You know what? Let me just
I don't like the way they playing right now, though. I do not.
No.
It's been a painful watch.
on it.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Washington thinks they're going to come in here and beat them. Washington's 5-1.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how legitimate Washington is. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. I haven't seen a second of Washington Husky football this year.
Thank God that game is at home, I believe, and not in Washington. Because if it was in Washington, that might be a different story.
Well, I lied. I did see part of the game against Ohio State. And it was just a nothing, like, it was just a shit game.
Yeah.
They beat Colorado State. They beat UC Davis by 60. They pounded the poor Cougs. They lost to Ohio State at home 24-6. They beat Maryland 24-20. They knocked off Rutgers 38-19.
Well then.
For what it's worth. But KG, Washington at home, at Michigan State, stop it. Stop it. JB, get my back here. Stop it. Yeah,
Get some help.
Stop it. Don't do it, KG.
Sean,
don't. You're going to do it, aren't you?
No, I will say if Michigan goes out there and shoots themselves in the foot like we've seen them do over the last few weeks now, y'all will have a chance. I'm not saying y'all will win, but y'all will definitely have an opportunity.
He might. I'm not joking. If you hear,
it's all on us though.
If you hear and are to believe some of the stuff coming out of East Lansing, if they get pounded against Indiana, he may be out.
Oh, during the season.
Yeah, he may be out. He may be
Y'all
out.
probably are going to get pounded to Indiana.
I think so too.
The spread is what, 27.5?
27.5.
Oh,
yeah.
jeez. Yeah,
that was some speculation. I said,
Sheesh.
I know somebody up there who told me he has to beat Michigan and they have to make a bowl game.
Dead man walking. Dead man walking.
They ain't going to beat Michigan and they ain't going to make a bowl game.
Not going to happen.
You got Purdue at home. You're at Northwestern, which all of a sudden that doesn't look as given, right? Northwestern is 4-2. Obviously, they beat Penn State. Maryland, I'm not buying it with Maryland. And then you got Ohio State. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't see a loss, though, before Ohio State.
If they do, it's self-inflicted, to be honest with you, because they have a roster good enough to get past those things. Ohio State notwithstanding, because they are the better team, it's all about whether they going to play down to us that day.
Right.
So, yeah, it just is what it is. But we shall see.
Hey, do you want to take a break here? Let's try to get semi on. I want to get to Tua's comments. The Mike McDaniel thing is hysterical. I'm sorry. I wish we could have a daily Mike McDaniel segment. I really do. Mike Tomlin talking about Flacco being traded to Cincy as well. We'll get into that. JB, where are we going?
We got to hear from Wicked Pickle.
I could talk to you about Wicked Pickle. Wicked Pickle, one of our newest sponsors here. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you being a part of what we do here on Woodward Sports. And if you're looking for the ultimate pickleball experience, check out Wicked Pickle. It's Metro Detroit's hottest indoor pickleball spot. 10 climate-controlled courts, daily open play for all levels, and a chill lounge with TVs, ping pong, cold drinks. It's always game on, rain or shine. If you're throwing a party or a team event, they host groups from 10 to 200. Do not miss the APA Michigan Gold Cup. It is November 22nd and 23rd. You can sign up at pickleballtournaments.com and mark your calendars. We have a cool event coming up in January. It's January 9th, the Woodward Sports Pickleball Party. Thanks to our friends at Wicked Pickle.
Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Hey, if you follow what we do, in particular our pregame show, Have a Blast with Neil, we cordially invite you to join us 4 to 6 on Monday. We'll be down at Second Best. And you know what else will be down at Second Best? Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Listen, they got the iced tea. They got the pink lemonade. They got the lemonade. They got the peach. It's real vodka, real iced tea. Only 100 calories, 4.5% alcohol, perfect for tailgates, couch gates, or wherever you're watching Detroit football. So this season, let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser and Woodward Sports. Please drink responsibly. So I'm sure you guys have seen this by now. I don't know if we've had a chance to talk about it, but if you follow this show like on a daily basis, this guy has come up a little bit. And some of his pictures remind me of those pictures when you see a president, right? Like you see Barack Obama, like before he's president. He's this young, vibrant man.
I know, right?
The eyes are shining.
Hair black.
Right? And then you see him afterwards. We used to make jokes, lion coaches, right? Steve Mariucci came in here, the most crystal blue eyes ever. I mean, he could burn lasers through you with those eyes.
The bar is hot.
And then he left, and he was, nearly a broken man, right?
Yeah.
Mike McDaniel is one of those guys. Mike McDaniel's always been a little bit of an oddball, right?
Yeah.
But now he looks like a dude who's like tweaking, right? When he does those pressers, like I find myself seeking out his stuff because right, he's seen some shit, right?
Yeah.
He's seen some shit.
He on the Dolphins smack, man. That cocaine strong down there. I'm just saying.
So this is Tua, who is about as classy of an individual as you ever find, okay? If you don't know about Tua's just a good dude, right? He's not an NFL quarterback, but he's a good dude, all right? Here's Tua talking about just how dysfunctional the Dolphins are.
Yeah. Well, I think it starts with the leadership in helping articulate that for the guys, and then what we're expecting out of the guys, right? We're expecting this. Are we getting that? Are we not getting that? We have guys showing up to player-only meetings late. Guys not showing up to player-only meetings. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. Do we have to make this mandatory? Do we not have to make this mandatory? So it's a lot of things of that nature that we got to get cleaned up, and it starts with the little things like that.
Dude,
he just threw everybody under the bus.
No, for real,
dude,
for real. The leadership. It starts with the leadership. And that's crazy because Mike McDaniel was somebody that embraced Tua as soon as he came to the team. Like, I think Miami was ready to say sayonara to Tua, and he was like, nah, like, you're my quarterback. So to see it kind of go this way is a little crazy.
I still remember after one of the many concussions, and I'm not making light of it when I say that, okay? That trust me, it's a miserable thing to experience, right?
Yeah.
It trust me when I say that. It's somebody who sadly, unfortunately, went through it many years ago. It's miserable. You don't wish it on anybody.
He's got a highlight reel.
But he does have a highlight reel.
Much in the way of right here in Detroit, Javid Best had a highlight reel of concussions leading up to the NFL.
Do you remember the one, and I might be asking you the impossible because there have been so many, but do you remember the one where, like, Mike McDaniel kind of came out, it was almost like he was holding him, and then after the game he got really emotional, and he was like, he's my quarterback whenever he comes back. I just want him to get well.
Yeah.
He is my quarterback. We're going to have success with my quarterback and everything. But, I haven't seen a guy toss a coach under the bus like that in a long, long time.
Yeah, that's tough. And he tossed some of the players, too. It's just a mess in Miami, and it has been for a while. I think the Tyreek Hill and the year they had where they were making the playoffs, and stuff like that, it kind of masked what was going on. But the Dolphins have been dysfunctional for a while now, ever since the Vikings DC was the head coach. So, yeah, they've been dysfunctional for quite a while.
You know what? I would even go back further. I think they've been dysfunctional probably since they let Don Shula go and threw Jimmy Johnson in there.
I would say so.
Because that was a very dysfunctional team.
Yeah.
He and Dan Marino never saw eye to eye. I think if you ask Jimmy honestly today, I think if you ask Jimmy honestly today, he was mailing it in and had 1 foot out the door anyway.
Yeah.
He wanted his cabana down in the Florida Keys and everything, and I don't think he was all in. I really don't.
And that ownership group is not good over there. They had the whole Tom Brady fiasco and stuff like that. And it just seems like they don't care about winning, man. They just want to sell tickets to Hard Rock. It's a great stadium, and we'll get people to come down here. But I don't think they care about winning a lot.
Dude, they were, like, legitimately, back in the day, they were, like, literally one of the poster children for long-term viability and success. They were always in it.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they haven't won a Super Bowl in 50-plus years.
Right.
But they were, man, I'm telling you, they were always in the hunt. I can't tell you how many championship games they went to, and they started to lose Super Bowls a little bit more, but my goodness gracious. Mike Tomlin on the Browns trading Flacco to Cincinnati.
To be honest, it was shocking to me. Andrew Berry must be a lot smarter than me or us, because it doesn't make sense to me to trade a quarterback that you think enough of to make your opening day starter to a division opponent that's hurting in that area. But that's just my personal feelings.
Dude, I like Mike Tomlin.
Tell it like it is.
I like Mike Tomlin.
Just get your popcorn whenever Tomlin go to the podium, because you know he's going to keep it real.
And you know what Mike's saying, but he can't say, but I'll say it. Okay, we're talking about the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Like, if we're talking about dysfunction, we have to talk about the Cleveland Browns. How many times have we fell into that trap? Like, in forget about 30 years ago, 20 years ago, just the last 5 years of, man, I like what the Browns are doing.
Yeah.
I like what the Browns... How many times have we fallen into that trap? It's unbelievable. And then somehow they end up browning.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Kevin Stefanski, 2-time Coach of the Year. It's
All right.
crazy.
So tomorrow night, Maz had to put this in there, okay? Shout out to Maz. Maz had to put this in there because of Shiny Eyes. But he called it the Battle of the Unks.
Oh, my God.
On Thursday Night Football.
Battle of the Unks.
Decrepit football on Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, it's going to be a shit show. That is going to be a shit show.
81 years combined there, man. Somebody fact check me. A-Raj is 41, right? And I think Flacco's 40.
Yeah.
That is, and listen, Flacco's got as much white in his beard as I do.
It's a fact.
Dude.
That's a salt and pepper game right there.
That's crazy, bro.
I'm in.
Y'all, yeah, I know you watch it.
I'm
I'm just about to ask if you go watch it.
I am so in. I am so in with that. Are you kidding me?
With Grumpy Al Michaels on the call?
Yes.
Stop playing.
Dude,
this might be their premier game of the season.
Listen. Maz is right. And you got to remember Maz. Maz is one of those guys, like, he does not want to admit when a legend is at the end of his game. Like Pat Summerall back in the day, Maz got so mad at me when I'd rip on Pat Summerall.
Yeah.
Summerall was done 10 years before his career ended. He was just shot.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad, okay? Al Michaels is cooked.
No, he's
Somebody's got to tell him.
No, I like it, though, because he get on there and just say whatever the hell is on his mind. He don't get. I like that. I that's what makes Thursday night entertaining. It's like, all right, Al Michaels finna hate. He finna hate on something. So, for real, because what else do you have to look forward to? This, I guess.
There's no. I mean, Cincinnati kind of
die first.
Cincinnati kind of picked it up in the second half, but I mean, they have been so unwatchable. They really have. Much like they did against us, remember?
Yeah.
They picked it up in the second
They
half.
don't have the spurts of offense and
the icy hot bull. Who said that?
That was from Troy Goodrich. You also got the Ben Gay Bowl from
the Ben Gay Bowl.
Detroit Dabber.
Shout out, man.
The icy hot bull.
Right.
You should have him putting his leg up there going, hey, this Thursday night, so right. I'm going to be, come on, man.
I call it the Life Alert Bowl. One of them QBs is going to fall and not get back up.
Not going to be able to get back up.
Coppertone Bowl.
Right. Holy shit.
All right, that's
pretty bad.
No, that's outstanding. All right, a couple college football things before we wrap up the show, as we often do with JB. As we talked about for a second, Michigan coming back home, licking their wounds a little bit. 6.5-point favorites. Noon kickoff on Fox. Michigan State at Indiana, 27.5-point spread.
Yeesh.
27.5 point spread.
And maybe a coach on the line right now. So
330 on Peacock. It's not going to work, and I hate saying that. I thought that Jonathan Smith was a right hire. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. I thought that he was a guy that got it. You know, you got to remember he played at, I know people hate this term, the little brother in his state.
yeah.
He played at Oregon State. He had a modicum of success there in his playing tenure, and then had a modicum of success as a coach. So he got that dynamic, and it just...
Did he? Because Neil said that the moment it was over for him is the moment he came to the podium and said he didn't understand the rivalry or something like that, to that degree.
When I talked to him and he brought up the Oregon State thing to me, that it was kind of assumed that that's the direction that he was going.
I got you.
That's what he did with me personally.
Yeah, I got you.
No joke. Like he said, no, you know what? Listen, Oregon and Oregon State. And it's been like that a lot longer than even Nike getting involved in everything, right? So
yeah. I just don't think y'all can build a program with 2-year coaches.
I agree with you.
Like, you got to find somebody and commit to them.
Couldn't agree with you more. Couldn't agree with you more, man. Couldn't agree with you more. And I'll say it again from my vantage point, and JB, I know the D'Antonio era almost feels like it didn't happen. Because I'm right back to where I was beforehand, going and people getting mad at me because I don't get excited about going 6-6.
No, of course not.
Like think about that. Well, he can save his job if he just beats Michigan and gets to a bowl game. Well, no, I'm sorry. No. In today's college football, with schedules being what they are, you better get to 6 wins. Are you kidding me?
You would have no confidence in him if they gave him another year?
I mean, I for sure as hell
There's
wouldn't.
nothing to base it on. I would be slapdick, homer, like the guy personally. If you ask me for football reasons, if you ask me for areas of improvement, there's nothing there. There really isn't. Listen, if you're a diehard Spartan fan, I know you'll be mad at me and JB for taking that tack, but facts are mean. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
I did my about face about Aiden Childs a couple weeks ago, if you remember. I did.
Yeah.
Okay, and you know what? He looks like the old version again. Like, come on, what are we doing? So there's nothing there. There really isn't. There's nothing there.
It's tough.
It's
tough. That's all right. I'm getting my medicine in the next show, so because Neo finna have a fucking field day. So it is what it is, man. He got it.
I would, yeah. You know what? It's easier to take medicine when you have 2 losses. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
It's a lot easier to take medicine.
But I am worried about the direction going forward, especially like I said, that USC loss is huge.
I think every Michigan fan, whether they want to or not, KG, should take that mind.
It's the way they lost.
Is he the guy?
Yeah, those questions are valid. Like anybody that brings that up, I haven't said anything to the contrary.
I think I brought this up to you yesterday. I could be wrong, but forgive me for saying it again. I had a conversation with one of you know how it is amongst like buddies, longtime friends.
Of course.
We don't like to talk about Michigan State with each other.
Yeah.
Because it turns into dumb arguments, okay? And I don't want to get in an argument with my old school guys. I just don't, okay? You know? But we had an honest conversation about both situations, and I listened to what he had to say about State, and he listened to what I had to say about Michigan. And the thing that I said to him, and he was like, holy shit, you're right. As I said, they don't look like Michigan under him.
No, they don't.
Every now and again, they kind of look like Michigan. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But they don't look like Jim Harbaugh had kind of reestablished that. I hate to do it. This is Michigan.
Yeah, the Michigan
type of
way,
thing,
yeah,
right?
For sure.
They don't look like Michigan under him. They just don't.
And I don't mind if Michigan is transitioning to a period to where they kind of change that up, because I feel like to be able to compete with modern day college football, you need to be able to diversify your portfolio in a sense. Like, you need to be able to go out there and throw the football. I don't mind you having a run game. That's what Michigan is built on. And of course, we're going to have a good defense 9 times out of 10. but you got to be able to throw the football in today's day and age. I'm glad they got in bed with spending money. I'm glad they went out and got somebody the caliber of a Bryce Underwood, but you got to do things to facilitate him.
1,000.
I thought they made a good decision bringing Chip Lindsey in here. I'm still not totally against him yet, but there's some things in terms of play calling that I'm just looking at I don't like that. I don't know whether it's him or Sharon calling the plays, though, and that's where I kind of even under Biff Poggi, and listen, I realize who they played during that 2-game stretch. But when fans say this looked better under Piff than it does under Sharon, what can I say against that?
Yeah.
It's kind of tough right now.
Yeah, I don't know what their identity is. It's kind of weird.
For Sharon Moore, he does not have that signature win. If y'all want to count the year that he stepped in for Harbaugh, I mean, be my guest, it doesn't really count, at least in my eyes. But since he has been in full control of this program, he has yet to really have that signature win. If you want to say Ohio State last year, okay, but it didn't mean anything in the grand scheme.
Yeah.
So, of course, I always want to beat Ohio State.
Of course.
That was more on Ohio State. It wasn't us just beating their ass. That was more on Ohio State trying to be tough, and that's not their game.
Yep.
So
I agree with you. That's spot on. All right, JB, where are we going before we wrap things up with you?
I got to tell them about Jack's Car Wash, and you got to tell them about Planet Fitness. But first, let me clear up this super chat. Shout out to Michael Weary for sending in $5.
OG, shout out.
He said, what do you guys think of this one main reason to buy the idea of Michigan State hiring James Franklin?
To be honest, I could see it. I know State.
Is it worth it?
I know y'all State people don't want it, but let's be real here. The guy is a winning coach. You might not get to anywhere in postseason talk, but he's a winning coach.
So
I don't want to go
happy with wins.
I don't want to go back to the days of golly gee, we went 9-3. I don't. I want to think about actually winning the Big Ten again. And I can hear all the Michigan fans laughing right now, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't. But it's not that far in my rearview mirror, and JB, I think I can speak for you here.
Yeah.
That whether it be 2015 or coming close in 2021, it's not that far in my rearview mirror to allow me to say I don't want to go back to that golly gee we went 9-3 mindset. I want a guy that can come in here and say you're damn right we can win the conference.
I hear you.
And I would never feel that way with James Franklin. I'm sorry.
Curcinetti? Curcinetti?
Right? Isn't that crazy? Jeez, oh Pete.
Yeah. I'm interested to see who the next guy gonna be. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, if Penn State is out here throwing money towards Notre Dame's Marcus Freeman, why not take a shot?
Why the hell would he leave Notre Dame, though?
I'm just
That's
saying.
the cushiest job ever, y'all. Independent. He's got them to a winning, pace. I don't know why you would leave them.
I'm with you.
They love him. He's black. They embraced him. It's just they embraced him in Notre Dame, as a brother. That you don't get that everywhere.
Listen, get it out of the way right now. They win. They went out. They're going back to the playoffs. Just set your watch to it.
I don't know why he would leave. I don't.
I'm with you there, actually. All right. Anything else, JB?
Nope, that's it. It was just a rumor out there about Marcus Freeman. But let me tell them about Jack's Car Wash, because Woodward Sports and Jack's Car Wash have partnered to hook you up with a free car wash. I don't do it as good as Mass with all the sound effects. I'm sorry. But just text WSN to 888-522-1729 and enjoy your top-tier service with free vacuums, compressed air, and matte cleaning of rooms in select locations. Join the Unlimited Club, and take advantage of their perks of being a member. Wash at up to 40 locations just twice a month, and basically the membership kind of pays for itself. Upgrades for interior cleaning and detailing at 8 different locations across Michigan. Head over to jackscarwash.com to see a location near you. Don't wait, text now, and as Maz always says, shine on.
Get your shine on.
Hey, Planet Fitness is for everybody. They have 2,700 clubs nationwide. 50 in the Metro Detroit area alone. There's probably one in your backyard. If you're not familiar with the Black Card Spa, well, you get hydro massage and other innovative amenities where you can recover. You can bring a guest free anytime. It's only $25 a month. They've got an exciting new partnership with the Lions as well. If you want to win 2 tickets to every Lions regular season home game, all you need to do is visit any of their 50 locations in the Metro Detroit area. We are all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, you know, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won.
You guys,
everybody.
This guy's got a hot girl. Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Hey, had a blast with the boys today. Before we're out of here, I got to tell you about Ben Johnson, and of course, JB is going to let you know what's trending. Corporations, the government, even your insurance company, they'll do whatever it takes to minimize their liability and withhold your compensation. When you need justice, when something goes wrong, you need to get a fighter. You need to make Ben Johnson your first call. You get that fighter right in your corner. Contact Ben today at ThenFights.com. All right, great way to finish the show. Each and every day, we find out what's trending with JB Smooth. What up, JB?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Shout out to Gold Crown for sponsoring this segment. Like I always say, smoke like royalty with Gold Crown. Go out and get yourself some today. I got some updates for you guys. It is spooky season as well, too. A little bit of food. Sean, I don't know if you're interested in heading over to Burger King, but they just released their new Frankenstein burger for Halloween.
No. No. No.
Why does Burger King always do this different color patty and bun shit?
No.
And it turns your shit like purple. Like
right, the dye destroys you, man.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like the green beer on St. Patrick's Day. Why are you doing that to yourself?
Yeah, I don't know.
So this is a double meat patty, chicken, bacon, jalapenos, cheese, mayo, lettuce, tomato, pickle, cucumber, and ketchup.
You said it's chicken on that?
Yeah, some chicken bacon somewhere on there.
Oh, chicken bacon.
Yeah.
Listen.
Okay.
I love the idea of the burger, and I'm in, but you totally took me out with the green bun, man.
Yeah, just put that on a regular bun and serve it up.
Yeah, I'm in. I'll go by that. Even though chicken bacon really offends me. I'm not gonna lie. What the hell's chicken bacon?
Yeah, I've never had chicken bacon.
That really offends me.
Like
chicken bacon?
Fake bacon kind of. Like,
no, JB, I can't do that. The green bun did it to me, man. I can't do that.
Out on the green bun.
Has anybody had chicken bacon? Please let us know. What does that taste like? Chicken?
No, I love beef bacon. Beef bacon's great.
Beef bacon is amazing.
Beef bacon's tremendous. I mean, it's not bacon, but it's not that far off either.
It's pretty good. Beef?
No.
Chicken bacon?
I guess it's maybe it's the relative of that abomination turkey bacon. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't you ever bring that turkey bacon anywhere near me. Don't you dare.
Sean is not a fan of the turkey bacon. I got it. Well, if you were a fan of your favorite food, would you get it tattooed on you?
Hell no.
No?
I'm not getting no tattoos on me.
All right, let's see. I can't wait.
It's a clean body over here.
Well, this young lady loved this food so much that apparently She just had to get it tattooed on her for some reason. So it's easier for her when she's at the checkout.
Oh, not the tramp stamp,
She
too.
got the tramp stamp of, I believe that's what, the Pirates Bay chips.
Are you serious?
Hold on. Did old girl scan her bag?
Yes, she scanned her bag.
So it's a barcode on her bag.
It is a barcode
That's
of.
Oh, hell no.
No.
Who is wifing that? Somebody is hitting that.
Dude, that's like the mark of the beast stuff. No, no.
Nah. Where is this at? In Florida? This sounds like some Florida shit.
It looks like a Florida and Costco. It's Costco in Florida, basically.
And she's buying beef jerky?
Yep.
Yeah, it's got to be Florida.
Yeah.
No.
Somebody is in that.
Could you imagine, though, now that I think about it, like, could you imagine, like you, I lift my pants up, and there's, like, that picture of the Buddy's Pizza on my
Right.
quad.
With a barcode that say tip meal.
Yeah.
Like, immediately,
tip meal barcode.
I just span it with my phone, and they have, like, one waiting for me by the time I get there.
That's hilarious.
I don't know, JB. Maybe that's not such a bad idea.
See?
That damn pizza where I yell, look at it.
Right.
Ooh, I might have to think about it. It's been a while since I got a tat, all right?
Hey, shout out Freddie Felder. Barcode is still better than another dude's name, I guess. I guess.
I mean, that is fair.
Dog, they scanned her
Give
back.
you something to aim for, I guess. I don't know. I
Scanned
don't.
her back.
That is fair.
No.
No.
And finally, I will end what's trending with this because, guys,
Coochie
have
stank.
you ever wanted to shit your pants before work after picking up your Taco Bell breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you can now because Taco Bell is opening up its official coffee shop in California. So
Word.
now, in the mornings, you can get your Taco Bell coffee and some Taco Bell breakfast at the same time, too. So
Shout
shit your
out.
pants before you actually get to work.
Hey, shout out. Taco Bell breakfast is actually kind of underrated.
I agree with that.
I don't have it as much now, but back when they first started doing it, I was all about it. It's so good. The breakfast crunch wrap, stop playing. Stop playing. That thing is good as hell.
Dude, I could destroy 3 tacos right now and not even think twice about it.
I feel you.
Like, give
I
me
feel
3 Taco Supremes. I like that. To me, that's always been a breakfast food for me.
Now, see, I'm kind of off Taco Bell now because I realize it's like, you know how they make dog food? It's teenager food. Like, it's literally, if you watch the commercials, that's all they market to. It is fucking
They
teenager
brought back the
food.
2000s,
As a grown person, you should probably not be eating Taco Bell.
They brought back the 2000s, though.
You know, hey.
My boy is still a young man. He could eat Taco Bell all day, and
tell you, how
that's
old
the
is
way
he?
I was. That's the way I was too.
I was too. I tapped out at around 24, 25. It just didn't hit the same to me.
Yeah,
after
I'm
that.
still smashing Taco Bell.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Every now and again, I'll do it.
For sure.
I got to get the Nacho Supreme, and like I'll destroy a couple
Yeah, don't
Taco
get me wrong.
Supremes.
I'll pull up for a chalupa every now and again, you know, but yeah, the rate I used to eat Taco Bell was like nauseating. Like that was my spot. Like, and everybody knows that's the best drunk food. Like, you drunk as hell, go to Taco Bell at 2 a.m. Everybody knows that.
Spend about 60 in a drive.
Man, I used to love the Castle. That was
what?
like when I would go to the Castle. That was always my spot.
Like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Can we pop into the Castle?
No, you don't even understand. So I used to work at Taco Bell, and I always say I worked at the Taco Bell at the worst time in history. I worked when the 12 packs first came out. And I also worked there when the Doritos tacos first came out.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
Y'all don't know pain. Y'all don't know what them late night drive-thrus was like. Like, that's real pain right there.
Listen, the one closest to me, like you don't even think about it at 2 a.m. There's such a big line.
Yeah.
You just
get in the line.
Yeah, you just take it out of your mind that you're getting your food anytime soon.
Right.
There's such a huge line. And like the strangest thing at that intersection, like literally nothing's open. There's a McDonald's and right next to it there's a Taco Bell. Like right at 8 and Haggerty.
Yeah.
And that's
that's
it, man. That's it. That's all you're gonna find.
Jeez.
All right, JB, anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, appreciate you guys. Keep it tuned in. Neil and Big D coming up. Of course, we got Bray and Shep, the heavyweights as well. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Peace.